ILS be the set. Get in tune. Hey, from the trenches, from the grimiest places on earth, back in full effect, like we never left. ILS. You caught that little rhyme scheme right there?
Yeah. That was real smooth.
It was kind of crazy.
Okay.
ILS season 4, like we never left. Like I said, our baby, Ricardo Mexicano, baby R. You already know what the alias is. You know word on the street is. You know everything that I've accomplished. You know everything that I've done. The repertoire speaks for itself. To the left of me, the one, the only, the beautiful. I ain't even gotta say anymore. Introduce yourself.
All right. Hi, everyone. It is Vero Fuerte here, back in full effect. I don't know if I can actually give myself all these same acronyms that Mexicano gave himself. Because some of us, I don't know. What's misnomers? What's the word for it? Aliases, whatever you want to call it, okay?
AKAs.
Because some of us have humility and others do not. But we're not gonna specify who. But we're back in the building and we're very happy to be here.
Yeah. Last time we were here, it wasn't triple digits like it's been the past 3 to 4 months. It feels like
wild. No, I think our last episode was in fucking November. Jeez Louise.
Yep. And now we're over here, trying to beat off this Sahara drought. But we're surviving. Still at it. Hopefully it'll be done soon. Is there anything else you want to add, Vettel?
No, nothing much. Just happy to be here. That's it.
All right. I don't know. To me, if I had to put in like a quick returning message kind of thing,
because it's been a while, right?
It has been a while.
Yeah.
To me,
I think our last season was kind of cut short, right? It was about 8 episodes long, and our usual ones are about 15 or so, something like
10
that.
10 to 12, something like that. I just want to say, I feel like the landscape, as far as the larger media podcast world, has really kind of shifted. I don't know if you noticed it, but I kind of.
You know me, I ain't been on the internet, so I ain't know the shit.
You haven't, but I think you also keep up with things to a certain extent. And just kind of based off that, you kind of can get this certain mood that maybe it wasn't in the air 8 or 9 months ago.
The fact that now everybody and their cousin fucking has a podcast?
I mean, I think we were saying that back then.
Yes.
But now it's even more abundant.
Yeah.
Okay. So, just to get that out of the way, I like the vibe. I like that people are still going at it and still really trying to do this thing. They're not doing it better than us, obviously. But,
obviously, it's why we return this to show them how we do it.
Exactly.
Right?
That's the thing. We could take off 2 to 3 seasons, and then come back like we're seasoned vets. You catch the double entendre. Seasoned vets, seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, if from a visual perspective, if you're looking at this from YouTube, or wherever we decide to post this, I don't know why I just said that because it's only going to be on YouTube or whatever clips this may be turned into. If you look at us, we have on to the left of me, but on the right side from the video is 3 hot sauce bottles. I don't want to say the names because we're not sponsored. Maybe one day, but underneath each hot sauce bottle is actually an index card. The concept for this season is there's a topic, a question, whatever it may be, underneath the index card, and that each topic gets maybe a little bit harder as you go on, and then in that sense, the hot sauce gets hotter. It does, but it's not always going to be hot sauce.
Not unlike hot ones,
Yeah, not like that. But that's the thing. It's not always going to be hot sauce. It could be I don't know, sushi rolls the next week. It could be an assortment of Twizzler flavors. I don't know. Whatever it may be, we're going to keep switching it up.
Whatever we're craving that particular week and we decide to take out.
Yeah.
So,
whatever I decide
might as well turn into it a show.
Whatever I decide to buy at Walgreens at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then bring home.
Word.
So this week I picked the topics. Veronica's going to be the victim who has to go through the assortment. And then to the left of her is actually it's kind of accompany the hot sauce is a bag of chips, because I didn't expect her to just, start chugging the bottle of hot sauce without something to deliver it.
You don't think I'm bad like that?
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen you see me chug Valentina bottles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that is a sight to see.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're about to chug this tapatio.
But I fucking hate tapatio to begin with. That's the thing, is that tapatio is nasty. You know me, when it comes to the... And I don't know if we were going to get into this later.
So I kind of picked this on purpose.
Yes, because, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Love you too.
I did. So,
all right.
Okay, so let's get started. So Go ahead. Topic number 1.
Okay, do I have to read the card first and then get the chips?
Yeah,
or
yeah. You take the index card off. Okay. You read it and then you eat the chip with the hot sauce.
Okay, so with tapatio, I mean, I don't think that it matters now that whether you.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. In terms of dating, talking, seeing each other, going out. Is this a question?
What I think we talked about. I picked this because we talked about this a few days ago.
Yes.
To you, what does all this mean? The stages, let's call these the stages. Like, to you, what does it mean? Because I define what I think it means, but I want to know, what does Veronica Perez think that talking, seeing... So it's okay. So go ahead and eat the chip first, and then we'll get into it.
All right. Well, I have a lot to say about this.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, this is going to be really fucking loud in editing. We're going to have to, fix all of this and, post. This is going to be fun when I start editing. Okay. Hold up. Wait, is there a preliminary amount of drops that I have to put on there?
No, I don't care. You go crazy. Okay. Just don't be messy. You go crazy with the hot sauce.
They say never to eat in front of the mic. That's the first rule of radio, right?
Yeah. This ain't radio, though.
This is actually really good because I haven't had dinner yet.
All right. So.
Okay. All right, in terms of dating, talking to each other, and going out. So you're asking me to, define what each is?
Yeah, what do you think it is? Because to me, and I picked that order on purpose, because to me, I think that's what it really is. To me, there's talking, there's actually seeing each other, and then there's going out. So, and how do you define them?
Okay, so I'm thinking, the beginning, the whole inspiration behind this question was the fact that was kind of mild shade at the fact that, so I used to date this guy, right? Well, I call it dating because I don't know, I call everything dating. Once you go out with someone and you have more than 2 dates in a row, you're dating, right? But according to Mexicano, according to you, right, this is not the case. So to me, and you helped me correct this idea. Okay, so to me, I guess talking...
I gave you my opinion, but I want to hear yours.
Okay, fine. Talking to me defines that period of time where you're on Bumble or on Tinder or on whatever app you may be on and you're going back and forth, etc., etc. And if you've had more than 2 dates and you're still communicating, that to me, that sweet spot between the 2 dates and the back and forth between the 2 dates is talking. That is what it is to me.
So you have had an official first date.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But also the first date can be really low key too, though. You could just meet up for coffee or drinks, and it's does that really count? Then yeah,
no, yeah,
I mean it counts as 0.5 of a date. It counts as half a date in my opinion.
That's still talking. Okay. Exactly, that's still talking to me. Yeah.
All right, but then you have some people who are literally quote unquote talking for 3 months, and I don't get that shit. At that point, you're either seeing each other or fucking around or something.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, seeing each other would be past date 5 or so. You're officially seeing each other, and then going out that's the exclusive shit, right? I don't know. I think. Here's the thing that's very difficult is we now live in the world where everybody hates to put a fucking label or a fucking box into everything, but no, into some things, which, of course we completely understand and stand by, things in terms of gender identity and stuff like that, things that are obviously fluid. But then there are other things that we are so desperate to define, the terms of what are we? That's always a thing that's always going to want to label and want a box, right?
Yeah, I mean, and you hear it constantly with the whole when people ask what are y'all? And you're nah, we just talking. That's that's the default.
No, that's some bullshit though. But I feel guys are the ones that mostly do that.
And I agree with you. It is the default answer. Nah, man. When you want to keep it low key, because sometimes it could be yeah, you really are into this person, but you don't really want to just put it out there like that. Not because you're embarrassed, but just I really don't putting my business on like that, Certain people are like that where they don't want to talk about certain things because it's just it's my business, and I'm just.
What's the last woman that you talked to, Mexicano? Do you remember? How long has it been?
Last woman?
Yeah, that you because I
Not
know
just
you
talking to?
because I know you be seeing a lot of people like in
Yeah.
the middle of the night for no freaking reason at all.
Hey,
but
hey, we just talked. You
oh,
know?
okay, okay.
No, last person I was just talking to, that was probably July. Yeah. Yeah, it was probably
Okay.
July. Oh, yeah, it was after from El Salvador. Yeah, it was after I came back from El Salvador. So like the end of June, July.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was like the last time. And what did you say about seeing?
I think that seeing, like, it officially quantifies as seeing, and this is my personal parameter. I feel like date 4 or date 5. You know, like, once you have, like, a regular schedule of, like, okay, you know that you are probably going to be seeing this person within, like, regularly within at least once a week, that quantifies as seeing each other. Now, here's the thing, is, like, here's the main question, is between talking and between seeing each other, because going out, you already know by default you guys are exclusive.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so between talking and between seeing each other, at any point between those two, are you guys only talking to each other or only seeing each other? Is that a conversation that you don't want to have until you officially go into going out mode?
You said in between talking and seeing?
Talking and seeing each other. Are you only seeing each other?
No. Between like that little 0.5 between talking and seeing. No, you can still.
Or even between the span of talking and seeing each other before going out, are you only seeing this person?
I think when you're in between the talking and the seeing, like where this comma is right here, I think that is definitely it's grounds for still be able to do what you want. Once you reach here, it's a little bit more.
It's a little more
gray,
exclusive?
depending on who the person is.
Okay.
And depending on how y'all define how you, because some people are a little bit more open. You know, you can be seeing each other, but they don't really care if you sleep around or
if you're talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
If you're in a talking stage with somebody else while you're seeing them.
Exactly.
You know, that's some bullshit. You know, I'm sure that people get tired of all that mess. You know, like that's my problem. Is that at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna say I'm the most unattached human being on earth, but I like company. You know, and call that for what it is, but I'm not really stressing out on like definitions and adverbs and conjunctions and like pronouns. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm taking like Spanish lessons, so I'm like high up on the grammar right now.
I was about to say, I'm like, you just reiterating just things you just study on a daily basis.
Yes, okay, because I'm taking Spanish right now, but I'm not on any of that shit. I just want someone that I can have a nice dinner with, you know, and like what that means, you know. But you know, the goal is different for everybody. So. But
I think we came to an agreement that going out is definitely one-on-one exclusive.
Going out,
you're sleeping with this person.
It's going out is basically boyfriend, girlfriend. You my boo thing. You know, we
going out.
We're all LMA about it.
We're going to concerts together. We're going to dinner dates together.
Yeah.
But only with you.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was Tapatio, the nastiest hot sauce on fucking earth. I mean, I hate this shit. I hate it.
You did like 8 drops in total, so I don't think you hate it that much.
Well, I was trying to be potent, you know? Like, I mean, we only have 3 hot sauces, and we're going to be anything like Hot Ones. Not that we're trying to be like anybody else.
We're not trying to be. I'm not even mentioning any name. You're the one throwing these names out.
I'm trying to make sure that I taste it. Well, because people are going to obviously make the comparison. I'm not going to sit here and do like a piece of content, and then people be like, oh man, they're just ripping on blah, blah, blah. No, I'm gonna beat you guys to the fucking comments before you fucking say it, okay? I know that this is Hot One-esque, but it's not Hot Ones. You know why? Because it's us. And that's the difference.
Yup. ILFs.
Anyway.
All right, next one.
What's next?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I flip this one over.
I want to know what you think of this hot sauce. I know you never tried it.
So do I read it before I eat it? Yeah.
So you read it first and then you try it.
No, I want to... No.
You want to do the reverse? You want to eat the thing and then try, and then okay.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna let a man.
So this one is near and dear to my heart because this is from Nayarit. This is a Nayarit hot sauce.
Wait, like El Salvador?
Nayarit, Mexico.
Mexico.
You put a lot. Oh my god,
you're gonna. I don't fucking
you don't know this thing, and that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you putting it?
Hybrid.
Why are you putting a lot on if you don't know what this hot sauce is? You may not even like it.
So, I mean, the whole point is the challenge, right? So here we go.
It's not really a challenge.
You know what?
It's really good.
I really like this. It's not like exactly like Valentina, but it's close.
You know how to pronounce it?
It's called salsa huichol.
Yeah,
it's like Huich.
Exactly.
Is it huichol?
Yep, huichol.
Look at me. Still have Spanish coursing through my veins. Pero sí. I like it because it's like more vinegary than the reason I fucking hate tapatio so much is because it's all heat, no flavor. And for me, my favorite hot sauces, they can be as hot as they want to be. Like that part doesn't bother me, but it has to have some sort of like sour vinegary, like lime added to it for me to like really feel like the heat is worth it, if that makes sense.
So yeah, I mean, this one it's funny you compared to Valentina because it is from like that same lower West Pacific thing because Valentina is from not Sinaloa, but Jalisco, which where Guadalajara, and then this is from Nayarit, which is right on the coast.
It says seasoned with the best spices and hot peppers from the Nayar Mountains.
Yeah, Nayarit. Yep.
Yeah. No, this is pretty cool. I actually like this one. Of course I do.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Staleness of social media. What you want me to say about
Another thing that you constantly talk about. I think you can. I think you have plenty to say about this.
I don't know.
Like I want to hear.
I feel like every time I talk about it, I sound like a hater. So I don't know.
No, like tell me about your opinion on the state of social media and how stale you think it is, or how stale it has become.
Why I disappeared for like 7 months?
Yeah, talk about that. Like, yeah, tell why have you disappeared? Why is it that you don't engage in the Twitters and the Instagrams and Facebook, whatever it may be, LinkedIn's? I don't know.
I don't know. You're putting me on the spot here, Mexicano.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Well, in regards to the staleness of social media, it's for anyone that hasn't paid attention, which is like most folks. I have not been on social media for the past 7 months, and it's funny when you like start. So that means like no Facebooks, no Instagrams, no whatever. Just going through shit, just doing me, just trying to find some peace and shit. And so whenever you log on, you expect things to, I don't know, you half expect things to be like radically different, in between the way that the news is delivered, or like what memes are hot, or just for example, if like what was hot on really social media was like what's it called, mental health and like self-care and all of that other bullshit, and
was
like
trendy.
Yes. And so when you really like take yourself away from it and then you come back and then you realize that it's a lot of the same stuff over and over and over, I don't know, you sort of get a bird's eye view of the whole thing. You realize how like freaking repetitive it all is. And I don't mean to say that in a way that sounds so other and so higher than thou, because no one fucking likes that person, and it's okay because I'm used to not being that well liked, so that part doesn't matter. But like, in order to make the point, I just think that creatively we're seeing the same things done over and over again in regards to like reaction videos.
Yep.
In regards to even video essays, and I me, I love a good fucking video essays. The thing about being roommates is that even though I'm not on social media and I'm really like engaging in anything, the only thing that I kind of dip my toe in every once in a while is like YouTube. Is that because you're still very heavy on social media? Like you will put something up on the TV in the living room, and obviously I have no like. I naturally ingest it just like by walking by or just being in the living room here with you. And so in regard to that, and like with video essays and stuff, I do kind of sort of get a glimpse into what the zeitgeist is right now.
The state of affairs.
Right? And it's all still like glamorizing the negative, and it's still, like making a big deal about all of the bad things and undermining all of the good things, and just everything just feels so empty and so old and so tired, and there's nothing really I'm gonna play this back and completely hate the way I sound. So unoriginal.
Go off. Go crazy.
So unoriginal. It's like everybody in order to go viral, in order to, pop off, to get those likes, to get those retweets or whatever, they're just like adding to somebody's slightly original content themselves, and just like adding text on top of it, or having a reaction video, but nobody's actually out here just like making stuff from scratch. And I'm not gonna say nobody, because like that's not actually true. There's like an asterisk to everything that I'm saying, right? So take that with a grain of salt. But like, for example, like you were watching you were like scrolling through a bunch of different things the other day on the TV in regards to like the Breakfast Club's in regards to Angela Yee announcing that the Breakfast Club was officially over, right? And what did she have, like the hand heart emoji or something on
Yeah,
that?
she made a huge implication that the show itself was over through her tweet. Right.
No, okay, but here's the thing is that, like, when you're away from this shit, like, you pay hyper attention to, like, the verbiage that everybody uses in order to grab the most attention, but still not technically lie, right? Still not technically bullshit, because she says the Breakfast Club, comma, as we know it, is over. Heart emoji. Like, and that, I think that's my problem with social media nowadays, is that like every time I log on, I feel like people are trying to manipulate me emotionally. People are trying to tell me how I should feel about things, you know, whether it's a piece of news or whether like a serious state of affairs in the country or something like that, or whether it's a very prominent, like super famous radio show that is apparently going to, you know, end as we know it. The whole quote unquote as we know it part, later on it turns out that Angela Yee is leaving the Breakfast Club, which is a big ass deal. It is going to technically change it as we know it. But I love that phrase, y'all. Look, I know that in this world, in this internet world, in order to succeed, we need clickbait. We need very glamorized, what's it called? I always forget the word for it. The stills that people see on YouTube in order to click on the YouTube.
Oh, the thumbnail.
Yeah, the thumbnail. Why do I never remember that word?
Clickable thumbnails.
Yeah, we need like glamorized thumbnails, you know? Like, I know that's what runs people to click on shit, but I just don't want to fucking do that anymore, you know? And if like we end up with this podcast with literally like half a subscriber, like half of y'all listen to us, I'm fucking okay with that, because I'm sick and tired of doing the same old shit. And that's just my opinion on selling this to social media. So
I mean, I agree with you to an extent, because and the extent to me is it's not different just because it's on social media. You know, Angela Yee's tweet could have translated
I
to.
I love Angela Yee. She's
No,
fucking iconic.
no,
I'm not
no.
taking anything away from her when I say that. Can I
nothing.
catch up?
Yeah, it's nothing about her. What I'm saying is her tweet could have been translated to any medium, right? You could have done that in a tabloid magazine and gotten the same person, like maybe somebody who's in your same state, to be like, I hate when people try to like make something a bigger deal than what it is. They could have done that on TV as a commercial, as a promo for a TV show. You know, it, like, to me, that's why I'm playing kind of devil's advocate, where I'm like, I don't think it's social media in that aspect, because I think you can translate that to anything.
You're right. You're right. Before there was social media, there were magazines. I mean, really, it's just like the translation of the same shit, you know? And like whenever you watch like a Britney Spears like documentary, and because she was one of those like pop artists that were like in the brink of, in that bridge between like tabloid social media and like internet social media.
Right.
And she was equally damaged by both. Like, both fucking sucked, because both were trying to suck her dry by just using the most extreme verbiage and the extreme language and the extreme thumbnails, or like in the case for Half of Her Life, the most extreme paparazzi photo. You know, it's all the same shit. So I do agree with that.
I mean, but of course, the main difference is the instant reaction, the instant comments, the gifs, the
instantaneous of it.
Yeah, the way people like completely dog on the Breakfast Club, thinking that it's over, and then there's gonna be their chance to like
memes.
They're gonna be their chance to like really hate on the Breakfast Club. And like for like people's like true color to come out and be like, yo, people really hate this show.
And you know what kills me too is that sometimes when it comes to social media, like I'm like, is that when people see like something that's obviously gonna be trending, like nobody is going to take a statement like Angela fucking Yee saying that the Breakfast Club as we know it is over, heart hands emoji, and not expect it to be trending.
Right.
So what do these supposedly savvy like Twitter users take a chance to do is that they then take this chance to like retweet that shit and try to have some supposed hot take that they don't even feel. Like, where is this? Oh my gosh, I sound like a grandmother. Like, where is the sincerity? Like, where is like if you have a take, I don't care if it's a medium-sized take. I don't care if it's like a take with a little bit of flame. I don't care if the take is fucking ice cold. Just make it your take, you know? And there's like a sort of like disingenuousness that you can seek out when people are just looking for clout. And that shit is just fucking tired to me.
Right.
Anyway, Like, not to be like your old grouchy internet grandma, which like might turn into my handle, but that's just my take on it.
Internet granny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
the 30-year-old internet granny.
Hey, I'm 29. Okay, I'm not 30 yet, but we're waiting for that year. Okay, all right. We doing the third one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving right along. Ain't no stopping this podcast train.
Okay.
So we tried this before. You like this one?
Did I like this one?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
yeah.
You know me. I don't remember names.
You've tried it before.
Ni nada. Okay. All right. So this one is called. Even though Mexicanos says that we're not sponsored, I don't know why that matters. Because I don't know if El Yucateco is gonna want to sponsor us anytime soon. Do they? I don't know.
I've never seen a Yucateco commercial in my life.
Hey, we might be the first. You never know. Okay, so is this like a hipster hot sauce where like not a lot of people know about it? Because I know that here's the thing is that for
it's
the
still
people
at Walmart, so I don't think it's that hipster.
But still, Mexicano is a hot sauce connoisseur.
I am.
He is a hot sauce passionista.
Mm-hmm.
So, if anyone knows anything about hot sauces, it's gonna be him, including the really exclusive fancy ones.
I mean, it's actually from Mexico too.
Okay.
It's packaged on the border in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Okay.
But it's from Mexico.
So this one's called Yucateco, and you see like a little. What kind of pepper is this?
Habanero. It's habanero hot sauce.
Okay, it's a habanero hot sauce. So
don't put a lot. So this one, I'm actually saying don't put a lot on there.
So how much is not a lot?
Like just put like a little bit of a drop.
Okay.
It'll be enough. You don't have to douse it like you did with Chola.
I don't know, man.
Right there, that's good. See, that's already a lot. All right, your fault.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know if the camera's gonna catch.
It's really not that hot, but it's really good. Do you have water? Did you even bring water with you?
I mean, everybody knows that water don't help. I should have gotten a glass of milk or ice cream. I saw Lizzo the other day, and she ate ice cream at the Hot Ones video. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to read the question, right?
Yeah, I mean, eat that first.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's really good though.
Yo, this is really good. This would go really bad on some chicken quesadillas.
Oh no, I've given you some chicken quesadillas with it. I'm surprised you don't remember.
That is fucking delicious. What kind of pepper is this?
Habanero. It's a habanero pepper.
Okay. Oh, but they have tomato.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it kind of like cools down the hotness
it's
of
beautiful.
the
I love that flavor to it. Oh, okay, but see now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it kicking in the back of my throat, but we good. We chilling. All right. This one is small circle versus large friend group.
Yeah.
What's the question? I don't understand.
No question. What do you think? What do you prefer?
What do I prefer?
What do you prefer? What do you think is overhyped? What do you think is underhyped? Over and under type question, type topic.
Small circle versus large friend group. Are you saying this like in the inspiration of, oh my gosh, this actually hit a little bit. Where the heck is I really didn't bring a water there. Oh, look.
Always come ready.
Always come prepared, don't you, Mexicano? Yeah. All right. Okay, so.
Like in your opinion, what do you prefer, and what do you think?
Is this because of Sweet Life?
No. Well, I mean, we're gonna talk about that later. And Good Looking Out.
Okay.
Hey, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? That was a thing that we used to do.
Come back? Okay.
That was the thing we used to do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my personal opinion is neither.
Okay.
So
just solo, lone wolf kind of thing.
No. Like, my thing is that a lot of time. Oh wow. Whew. Okay. So a lot of times, I guess a small circle. How many people are we talking in the small circle?
Small circle to me, a small circle of friends consists of 4 to 5 close, good friends.
4 to 5? That's a big ass circle, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. It's almost like an oblong oval.
Like if you want to go smaller, I can go to like me, which is like 3.
Yeah,
including
like
me,
I feel like 3, like even you remember like back on the cartoon sitcoms and stuff like that. It was 3. You remember Danny Phantom? It was Danny, Tucker, and Sam.
Yeah,
Ed and Eddie. Lizzie McGuire. It was Lizzie, Gordo, Miranda.
Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, Raven. It was Raven, Eddie, Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, name another one. You got it, didn't you?
I mean, Kim Possible. I mean, yeah, Ron and Kim. Essentially, that's pretty.
No,
I mean, Monique, and.
Well, was Monique later on? I was gonna go ahead
she was always there.
Name Rufus as a third.
Yeah, I mean, but Monique was always there.
I love
Jimmy Neutron with Carl.
Who was the voice actor
Carl,
for
Sheen, and
Monique,
Jimmy.
do you know?
Carl, Sheen, and Jimmy.
Exactly, but then the small
Yeah, so
circle
3.
number is
Let's
3.
do 3. Yeah, let's
Okay.
for argument's sake, let's do 3.
Okay, I think I've had a small circle friend group before, and I think that's really cool. I personally know, though, that I thrive in one-on-one situations.
Is that why you say neither?
Yeah, that's exactly why I say neither. I'm the kind of person where, in a large friend group, I'm gonna tell you, like, I will become fucking invisible. I will become lost. Like, nobody's gonna know me or notice me or like, because I don't know what it is about, like, when I get in a huge group of people, it's just like I get this like hierarchy thing inside of my head where all of a sudden I feel like I can't or I don't deserve to talk, which I don't know, maybe it's something like I should talk to my therapist about or whatever. But I just would rather sink in and blend in the background and have everyone else have their shine when it comes to a large friend group. So that never works out for me because I feel like then nobody ever gets a chance to like get to know me, you know?
So you think because there's so many personality and so many people to go around that you can't express yourself the fullest?
And I don't want to because then like also you have like everybody else's personality to take into account. Like, oh well, what if they don't like see, like, that's already my issues. Like, I'm already thinking, like, well, what if they don't like this rambunctious side of me? Or what if they don't like this obnoxious side of me? Or what if they don't like this ignorant side? Or what if they don't like, the side of me that is, like, really sensitive and contemplative and all that other bullshit, And it just becomes too many opinions to care about.
You say that, but I think it's also, like, because there is so many people to go around, you're going to find somebody who really messes with you like that, You may have
I would rather.
You may have a friend that's like, oh yeah, that's Vettel. Like, yeah, she be talking a lot.
She be talking so much.
She's in our friend group, but we don't really vibe like that.
We don't really vibe with her,
Yeah, but
she's in the group, but she's like the what's it called? She's like the Miami of the group, We vibe with her, but she kind of
people don't catch that reference at all. But like I said, you have so many options with the people in your group that somebody's is gonna vibe with you on that level, But yeah, of course you're gonna have somebody like, yeah, that person, they're friends, but they're kind of annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's my problem because I literally like everyone. That's the fucked up part about me. Is like even if I got something to criticize about you, even if I have something to be like judgy on you for, I still like you as a human being.
Right.
Like I literally like everyone. And that's always been my problem because I can never roast any motherfucker. Like you already know me. I'm like fucking horrible at roasting because like somebody will say it's like, oh yeah, like your mama got like toasty ass ankles, and I'm like,
you don't know how to come back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to come back from that. I don't know.
You can't hit him with the old.
And then I go too literal, and I'm like, what do you mean you can't technically toast ankles?
You can't be like, man, your mama built like the yellow, like a hot spring geyser, something like that.
I don't know what any of that means. Like a hot.
She's shaped like a scratch post,
Yeah, like what the heck is that supposed to mean? See, like, and then like things have to make too much sense for me to intake them. But anyway,
she built like a waist back,
This why I could never be in a large friend group, and I could never be in a roasting circle because I would lose in both of those. I'm way more of a one-on-one person. I'm a way more like, if you need me, call me up. Like, I'll answer the phone every time. We can talk on the phone for 3 hours. We can hash your shit out. We can bond, all that shit. Like, most of my best and closest friends have literally just been friends with me because they were forced to be in the same proximity as me, whether it's through work or through school, like locked in a room with me for hours on end, and then they get to know me and they're like, okay, well, I guess I'll fuck with her. So
but why not about the small though? Like, I feel like you still do good
like
in
a 3-person.
Yeah, I feel like that's still you. I feel like you can still get that one-on-one time, but when y'all get together, it's like
no number bigger than 3.
I feel like you can still have that one-on-one with each other. But when y'all get together, it's pandemonium. Y'all going crazy.
Yeah, I've had a 3-friend group situation before. Me and my best friend Lindsay and like our other friend at the time. Like it's been like, and that was always a good ass time. So I will say that my number when it comes to like circle group of friends are 3. Like I don't know if people are familiar with the fact that like whenever folks, specifically girls, want to socialize and move to an entire new town, there are actual giant groups in Facebook. Like if you move off to like Dallas or New York or wherever, where you just post your like couple of really cute ass like Instagrammable pictures up, you know, like as if you were in a dating profile, and say, "Hi, I'm Brittany. I love tacos and margaritas, and this is my doggy Lexi. She's a Chihuahua, and I love hiking and grabbing a coffee, and I'm just up for anything. So DM me if you want to be best pals." And not that I'm mocking them because I've been one of them, so like no hate. Um, but what I'm saying is that it's hard to make friends out here, you know? And a lot of times you have to cast a wide net to catch those two or three in your small circle. So no hate on any of the methods that you choose, man. I just know for personally, I'm like the smaller, more condensed the group, I feel like the more connection, the stronger the connection I make with the folks.
Okay, yeah,
So.
I rock with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and lastly, a fan favorite. So we're done with the topics.
No,
No, we're done with the topics.
Yeah, because I'm kind of like sort of like riding by the seat of my pants with this episode. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So, but that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh,
So returning back to a fan favorite, we're gonna end this show with "Good Looking Out." Glow, GLO. Just like Veronica's skin condition. You know, glowing a lot. You know. Her
I try, man. I moisturize every day
her
and every night.
skincare routine and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
It's
skin.
super
That's
extensive.
a skin condition. That sounds like you have like a rash or something.
Nah. The rash of like baby fresh epidermis.
Yeah.
There's
that's
that.
True. Okay, so if y'all don't know what this is, we talk about some form of media, whether it be movies, music, freaking painting we saw on the wall, something that we really like, that we just want to kind of like
makes
just
us
talk.
happy, that makes us vibe, and we just wanted to share with y'all.
Yeah. So Vettel, take it away. I will let you go first of like what you've been excited, what you've been watching about, what makes you just glow on the inside. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, all right. So my thing is that you already know what I'm going to talk about. You already put it at the top of my mind, like in the middle of this fucking.
Really? Is it really going to be this?
Yes. Okay. So
I'm a fan too.
So
like I get it.
The thing is that like last season you were like, I mean, I don't really care about this one or the other.
I still don't really care.
See, but then you just call yourself a fan. So which one is it, Mexicano? Come on now, bruh.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
Not the biggest fan, but I'm a fan.
Okay. All right. Well. Your girl is the biggest fan. Okay, she is found after years of being in a deserted wasteland of no reliably good reality TV shows. This ain't no Selling Sunset. This ain't no Married on Sight. Okay, we're talking about buried out from the days of Real Chance of Love, of Charm School, of all of that. We have the second season of Sweet Life Los Angeles.
Those shows are nothing like Sweet Life.
Whatever, okay? I'm just saying, those are the last reality shows that I was really into. Okay, and you know my girl Issa Rae produced this one, so how am I not going to watch it? It is just like a done deal that I'm going to purchase. So this is a reality show based off of LA, basically, and it follows the lives of... I mean, I'm going to give you a synopsis. Basically, it follows the lives of, you know, like these black 20-somethings, you know, like with their own business. Some people are in PR. Some people are in like... have their own entrepreneurial like body lotion thing going on. Some people are in real estate.
Event planners.
Yes, event planners, this, that, and the other. Okay, so season 2 is picking up where people left off from, like if you saw the season finale, season 1 of the group chat, where I'm really bad at like retelling drama because like for anyone that knows me knows that I'm the most non-dramatic. I'm dramatic emotionally, but I'm not dramatic socially. And so I don't know how to... Can you recap the last like group chat season? Because I don't know how to like explain it really.
It was essentially like a giant flare up of like everything that had been like simmering throughout season 1, and this just kind of came to a culmination, and people got their feelings hurt. People got messy online,
like reality TV does.
Yep. And this just gave the producer the chance for people to get together again and act wild one last time.
So you not one last time, but you have all of
before
your
season
people
2.
in
Before
there.
season 2.
You have Ty, you have Rob, you have
PJ.
You have PJ. The only people, the
Bree.
person that Bree.
Becca.
Oh my God, Bree and Becca. Like if there was, I will say that some people some people get. Okay, so Cheryl, who was the 2 girls that I like? Cheryl and Amanda, right?
Amanda
and Amanda are probably the chillest ones. But Brie and Becca, like there are redemptive arcs to them, but Bree drives me freaking wild. Like, I cannot. Like, I feel like in the first season, I really sympathized with her because she was the character that, amongst all her friends of like entrepreneurs and go getters, she was like, "Oh, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. I'm
Yeah.
still kind of figuring
She
it
wasn't really
out."
doing a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and she felt kind of lost in her social group.
Which made me think now, what was she doing this season? Like, what was? I don't think they ever really said what she was doing.
I think she was nursing. I think in the first episode she was kind of like doing some part-time nursing or some nursing aid.
I can't remember
I
for
think
some reason.
that's what I remember.
For
She
some
was in
reason,
Scrubs at one point. I think.
was she? For some reason, I want to say she was selling cell phones in the middle of the mall. I don't know.
I think that she was like a nurse's aide or something like that.
Okay.
But not that means that you're not doing anything. Shout out our nurses, we love them.
Yeah.
But she wanted to do something different, and like now this season, like she thinks she's a bad bitch with all of her body butter, and all of this stuff. And more power to her. But it really, like, this season, the last couple of episodes really encapsulates her emotional self-absorption, and it all comes to a head with her friends who are about to call her out on her shit, and I'm just not done with that. And also there's the case of the missing Jordan, so there's that.
That's not really a case. I mean, he's just not there.
It's just weird. How can you be like such a prominent person of a show with, like, what was his brand called? Hypeland?
Oh, Hypeland, yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. Like, you own all of his clothes.
I don't know. Maybe the business is booming. He got a brand to run.
I guess. I don't know. And I just feel like it's weird how, like, as a researcher on the side, like, I Google that shit and I can't find nothing. Like, it's weird. But anyway, season 2 is back in full effect. I'm really, really excited about it. We're only 4 episodes in. I don't know how many episodes of the season they're going to have total, but I'm already hooked.
Probably 10. I don't know. I think the first season was 10.
I don't know, but I'm hooked. I'm ready here for the drama because I sure as hell don't have any of that going on in my life, so I might as well get it from television. But yeah, where is it streaming at again? Oh my
HBO
gosh,
Max.
I have no information to give y'all.
HBO Max?
Yeah, HBO Max every Thursday. Sweet Life, Los Angeles. Catch it. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
So moving on to me. So the only thing, I mean, there's a couple things I want to talk about. I guess the one I want to highlight is...
You did one.
Yes. Reservation Dogs. It's also a season 2. This is also on the second season. Just premiered, I believe, August 3rd on Hulu. So let me just get out the way. If you have not seen it, I would definitely say get on it now. Season 1, very easy to get through. I believe it's just 10 episodes, so very easy to watch.
What's it about?
So, Reservation Dogs essentially tells the story of this group of friends on a reservation in Oklahoma. And it just kind of talks about, like, they're
Native American, right?
They're all Native American, hence the name Reservations Dogs. Kind of a play on word on Reservoir Dogs, I guess, if you've seen that movie and you're familiar with that. But it has nothing to do with like that. It's not like a heist chase kind of movie, but that's beside the point. It's a great show based on these teenagers. They're all Native American descent. And I really like it because off the back, you've never really seen a show really focus on Native American people to begin with. Especially the entire cast. And it'd be, teenagers nonetheless. But also just kind of like what I appreciate, I think about it the most is just those little quirky moments where whether it be slang, whether it be like even like Native American hip hop music you hear like thrown in there, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like you hear like certain words thrown in, and you'd be like, this is rap, but I'm rapping about Native American stuff. To certain like hairstyles, they'll throw in like things about shamanism and like medicine, like spiritual medicine, but they talk about it so casual because that's their culture, right? And I'm like, man, that's so dope. Like they're talking about all this stuff that's intertwined with being Native American, but bringing it to like a 21st century society, with these kids who are like, yeah, because
they've been here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, we know these things, right? And some of it's still kind of weird to us, but it's also culture, And it's just talks about like how they're essentially the whole show is them trying to like get away from the reservation and move and go to California and do these other things, but at the same time, there's always things that kind of lead them back to the reservation where it's like, hey, this is home. Like, it sucks. Bad things have happened here, but it's home at the end of the day. And yeah, you might want to escape, but there's just certain things that kind of pull you back for the better a lot of ways. Yeah.
You know what? I have like walked through the living room and watched a couple of episodes, and like the little glimpse and stuff that I've seen sound like really interesting. It looks like something if I started from season 1, I would actually really get into it.
Yeah, like it's great. Yeah, like I said, it's a very unique show. Like I
Do you
said,
know what score it has on Rotten Tomatoes? I mean, I'm sure
it's pretty high. Yeah,
I'm sure
it's like
pretty high.
upper 80s, if not like 90%, something like that.
Who's the director? Do you know? Like, is he Native American or she Native American?
No, it's Taiki Waititi. He's the one that did Jojo Rabbit. He did Thor, Ragnarok.
Do you know what his ethnicity is?
He's New Zealander. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but you can tell that there's because I remember reading the credits. You can tell there's a lot of like Native American people working on the show, like behind the scenes and stuff like that. I think two of my favorite characters are these, and they're actually like real rappers. There's two little. I can't. What's the correct word for it? You can't call them midgets. And I'm sorry. And you know, they're little people, right?
I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna be canceled on the first episode of like the third season.
Two little people, right? But they're cool. They're cool as hell. And but they're rappers, and they're on the show. They're on the show. They're portrayed as like these just cool guys who are always hanging out on the street, always rapping, always trying to give like some advice to the group of kids.
Like some words of wisdom?
Yeah, and they're always like throwing in like freestyle rhymes in there and stuff. And they're dressed with like, you know, big jerseys and like the bandana, sunglasses. And they're really cool and entertaining. I know in real life they're actually rappers. Like in real life they're like rapping and stuff like that. Is it dwarfism? I feel like it's dwarfism, right?
I don't know.
That's like the official term for little people.
I see
Dwarfism.
But restricted growth? I don't know.
Is that like the new technical term?
Okay, so I see from LPA online. Today the word midget is considered a derogatory slur. Yeah, okay.
I knew that.
The dwarfism community has voiced that okay, so they prefer to be referred to as dwarfs, little people.
Okay, little people, yeah. I knew that one.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, now that we got that out of the way.
Person of short stature. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah. So now we know.
We're learning every day, folks.
Yeah. So there's some of my favorite characters. But like I said, the whole cast is really good. You have people like Jackie, Bear, Cheese, Laura Lynn.
His name is actually Cheese?
They never said, so far they've only ever called him that. Okay, obviously, I don't think that's his real name, but what's that? What's her name? Jack Wolf something? Like, so they have very Native American names, as you can tell, Bear and things like that. But it's a great show. Like, catch it on Hulu right now. If you're caught up, definitely, and you haven't started season 2, make sure to start it. What weekdays
does it come on?
I believe it's. Oh man, I can't remember the day specifically. I know it's during the week. I want to say maybe a Monday or Tuesday, but don't quote me on that. Just look it up on Hulu if you have Hulu. It's free to watch on there. So you can definitely find it. Not a hard thing to find. You don't have to like scour the internet for it. But yeah, that's my recommendation for Good Looking Out.
Alright.
Whew. So you got anything else to put out, Vettel?
No, that's it.
That's about it?
That's it. That's all I got. I gotta go eat dinner.
Are you going to keep foraging on chips?
No, I'm going to get at that like Jalisco hot sauce or whatever it was.
Oh, Yucateco? Jalisco,
yeah, that was really good.
Completely
I like that.
Set a different state.
Yeah,
Mexico.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Jalisco,
geography
Yucateco.
is not your strong suit, is it?
No, it's not.
All right, so it was fun. You know, like I said, season 4, we're back. ILS and Living Spanglish. Definitely going to be coming at you with more episodes week to week. So really appreciate that. Anybody out there listening, this has been our baby R. You already know. The Caldo Mexicano.
Pero fuerte.
Yeah, all the above. And we'll catch you next week. Appreciate y'all.
We out.